as a human being, you know, we must thank God for the blessings that we receive in our life. We are not accustomed to do that very often, depending on where you are from in this world, but we are living in, answered prayers, or even unasked for prayers. Unasked for, we are receiving so much. The feeling of entitlement is not a good feeling, because we are privileged to have a human form also, to have the abilities and the potential and opportunities that human life gives also. When we can acknowledge the order and the harmony that exists on this planet, in spite of how much we as a species or race put so much stress on the planet, yet it continued to take care like a unappreciated mother, This is God's way of providing for us. And we really show gratitude for that. We show gratitude for much smaller things and things that please our ego and person. But I can only encourage to say thank you for life and for the opportunity of using a clear mind, of wishing to help others, or to at least have respect for them. And even though you may feel, oh, but I'm not seeing anything to be thankful for, that is only due to ignorance and blindness, in fact. This is why I once shared that perhaps one of the greatest mantra, greatest prayers is to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, even if you are not able to itemize any list of what you should be grateful for. Be grateful that you exist, even with your difficulties, because when seen from the right way, even present difficulties turn out to be hidden gifts for growing and for maturing and expanding in consciousness and in righteousness. So, an ungrateful heart and mind will struggle. It's as though you're working against yourself. And so, even this simple act of saying thank you, thank you, thank you, even if your mind is totally empty when you say that, keep on saying thank you. Thank you, as though there is an invisible friend that is always taking care of you in ways that you don't see immediately, but is taking care of your life until it's time to leave this body, and even after that is taken care. But the more conscious you are, and this life is really offering that opportunity, I feel, for intelligent existence, that the more you are aware of this, and the more you take that step of faith to say thank you existence, thank you God, thank you Spirit, thank you self, thank you consciousness, then gradually the separation that is in the mind of man between what we are and what the pure being, the pure self is, that sense of separation will stop widening and start to close. And then you come into a sense of harmony more and more. It's a mystery. I can't put it down on a blackboard for you, but I will tell you that you will know it experientially. You'll feel how much lighter your life is, and the mind becomes much more peaceful and open and kind and less afraid. Keep going, keep coming. Keep losing the heavy luggage of ego and personhood and perceiving life too personally, through personal eyes, personalizing the senses, personalizing the body too much. And simply start by saying thank you to existence. I'm here, I'm healthy right now, and even if I'm not healthy, if the body's not so healthy, thank you that still I'm able to hear words like this inside my heart and to feel a sense of their magnitude, of what they point to as the spirit of truth and what I truly am in myself. So, thank you.